In this chapter, we will take you through how to run the Cytek Guava Muse system check procedure. The system check kit includes fluorescent beads that can verify the performance of the system by assessing accuracy of counts and fluorescent detection. We recommend running the system check procedure prior to running any assay to ensure instrument reliability. The Muse System Check Kit is provided with all Muse instrument purchases and should be stored refrigerated at 2 to 8 degrees Celsius. It can also be purchased separately. Inside the kit box, you will find an amber vial with System Check beads and also a bottle of System Check diluent. There will be a lot-specific green check card that contains a bead lot number, a system check code, and the average bead concentration. This information is unique to each lot and will need to be entered on the Muse when running the system check. Allow system check beads and system check diluent to warm to room temperature prior to use. Add 380 microliters of system check diluent to a 1.5 milliliter tube. Thoroughly mix the system check vial. Mixing can be done by either inverting the vial rapidly multiple times or vortexing. Next, add 20 microliters of well-mixed system check beads. Cap the tube and vortex thoroughly. From the main menu on the Muse Cell Analyzer, select System Check. A message will appear prompting you to check the fluid levels in the cleaning and waste bottles. Enter the bead lot number, expiration date, and check code from the green System Check card. Note that codes are case-sensitive. An error message will appear if this information is not accurate. Select Next when you are finished. Now you are ready to run your first replicate. This process will need to be repeated 3 times to complete the system check procedure. Vortex sample thoroughly. Place vial in loader arm and raise. Select Run. The system performs a prime, then acquires the first replicate. The progress bar and flywheel provide indicators as to the status of acquisition. The progress bar is divided into 3 sections, 1 for each replicate. If the flywheel is turning, but the progress bar is not advancing, the fluid system may be clogged, or the beads may have settled to the bottom of the tube. If this occurs, refer to troubleshooting tips. The software will prompt you to run the second replicate. Remove the tube and vortex again. Load the tube and select Run. The system acquires the second replicate. The software will prompt you to run the third replicate. Remove the tube and vortex again. Load the tube and select Run. The result appears as Pass or Fail. The result is based on the mean fluorescence intensity, or MFI values, as well as the bead count for each replicate. The bead count, particles per milliliter for each replicate, and the average are displayed, as well as the percent CV. The MFIs are not displayed, but can be found in the service log. For information on accessing the service log, refer to the Muse Cell Analyzer User's Guide. If any result for particles per milliliter falls outside of plus or minus 10% of the expected value, the result is outside the acceptable range and appears in red. If the result fails, touch the Help button to display troubleshooting information. The most common causes for system check failure are incorrect bead codes, inadequate mixing, air bubbles, clogs in the fluidics, reagents not at room temperature, and pipetting errors. After completion of system check, perform a quick clean with a fresh tube of DI water. Once your instrument passes system check, you are ready to run your samples.